It's time for another Polkadot ecosystem update, and not only the Polkadot ecosystem but also the Kusama ecosystem. So we're going to be talking about ChainX and MoonRiver in today's video, and it's the last news update video that I'm going to do in the last week or so because I'm going to be away for a while. So you're going to be seeing a number of videos that I have been planning to do, which are for educational purposes only, kind of like thoughts, personal thoughts, kind of giving you my personal opinion on certain parachain projects within the Polkadot ecosystem. So hopefully you'll find those entertaining for the coming week, and then next week I'm going to come back with more Polkadot eco updates. So let's kick it off with ChainX. Here we can see it's trading at $3.13. So again, it had that humongous dip with the whole market, and there's been a lot of FUD going around as well, but they've managed to work their way out of it. Like, they have been working behind the scenes, focusing on the coming up. So that's the reason I didn't really cover them with any updates, but now they've got some updates. So it's in relation to the bridge solution, which is what we want to talk about. First of all, we could see here that a lot of the focus was on the coming chat and the coming app, which is kind of like the WeChat competitor over in China. So you can actually join the coming chat group if you're interested. You basically have to follow ChainX on Twitter. So if you follow ChainX_org, that's their Twitter page here. It tells you how you can register. If you want to register to coming, you can do so. And Guango Go is the CEO of ChainX now, as he took over, and also the CEO of coming. So that's the reason there's so much focus on coming. And at the beginning, we weren't really sure why he's focusing so much on that. So now it does make sense. So yes, he's the CEO of PolkaX, and then ChainX is the project underneath PolkaX, as I've discussed before. So yes, they have an update here from 6 hours ago. And before we look at the update, this is the CEO here, Guango Go. If you want to follow him on Twitter, GGUOSS, ChainX and coming chat CEO and master instructor, he says here, from Hangzhou, China. He's got his LinkedIn profile here, which is awesome because not many people do that. On Twitter, not many CEOs do that, so that's good of him to do that, right? Again, they did struggle with marketing before, but we can see here this guy Guango has been posting a lot of tweets here to keep people up to date with what the heck is going on. I think the community is putting a lot of pressure on ChainX, and I think it made a lot of people annoyed with the fact that Sherpa X had decided to not go for the crowd loan, at least for the first batch of the crowd loans. It will likely go for the second or the third batch. But I mean, it is what it is. The important bit is that they're working on ChainX. They're not abandoning ChainX. They're not abandoning it for coming. They're integrating it with coming. Okay, so that's important. So now let's take a quick look at this update here. So this is the development update where you could find a summary of the work the PolkaX team has completed to get an insight into the various things. So this is great for people that follow this channel, especially those that have invested in PCX for a long time like I had, and had not sold and had decided to keep staking, and we're wondering what the heck is going on. People that maybe don't have the time to follow ChainX on Telegram, or maybe don't even have Telegram installed, so they decide to just check YouTube for that, or Twitter, or maybe Medium. So basically the ChainX EVM, okay, they're going to integrate this, right? The Ethereum virtual machine is to realize the smart contract platform for ChainX. They need the smart contract platform, okay, because right now they don't have one, allowing developers to develop various dApps on ChainX and build a DeFi ecosystem of ChainX. The smart contract platform will first be compatible with the existing virtual machine, Ethereum virtual machine, and all applications and tools under its ecosystem. Developers can easily migrate and deploy Ethereum dApps, saving development costs. Later, they will be adding the WASM virtual machine compatibility, allowing developers to choose any mainstream language for the development of various dApps according to their needs. So it's awesome to see that ChainX is kind of following the same strategy as MoonRiver, Moonbeam, Shiden Network, Aster Network, right? They're trying to do the same. They realize that we need to have smart contracts on Substrate because of this lack of functionality, because the lack of smart contracts. It's a problem, and I am going to talk about that in a video later this week or next week. You're going to watch that as well if you are interested to learn more about why smart contracts are important on the Polkadot and the Kusama blockchains or ecosystems.
BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap will get you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.com.
So yeah, you could see the development progress is that they've completed the research of the EVM implementation scheme of the substrate chain and completed some specific implementations, completed the compatibility test of MetaMask and remix of the Ethereum ecosystems, and the construction of related developer documents. There's the Taproot as well. So Taproot is the BTC cross-chain solution. So again, this is awesome because this is part of the roadmap in a way, right? Because they want to improve the Bitcoin bridge to ChainX with Polkadot, right? So the Taproot BTC cross-chain solution is a set of ChainX cross-chain solution designed for the BTC network Taproot upgrade. The scheme will use multi-sig 2, I think is trying to say here, to complete the off-chain Schnorr aggregation signature, which can bring strong privacy protection for signing participants while significantly reducing transaction fees. Using the new features brought by the Taproot upgrade, the solution will abandon the previous centralized hosting method and allow users to participate in the process of aggregating signatures. And in the end, users and verifier nodes act as multi-signature participants, completing the multi-signature interaction of participants through a similar smart contract method, eliminating the current drawbacks of manual signatures and achieving decentralized cross-chain to the greatest extent. Development progress. So we've got the research Taproot upgrade. According to the Taproot upgrade, redesign of ChainX's BTC cross-chain solution. So that's awesome. The fact that they're redesigning it, they realize that it's just not working at the moment. So they are working on redesigning it. And they're studying some stuff. So this is all technical stuff, right? So maybe it's not of interest to you, but we've got this one here, which is the MiniXChain. Okay, so MiniXChain is an open consortium chain based on the substrate framework and adopting the Aura plus Grandpa consensus. Now this is a new one. I didn't know about the we knew about the Babe plus Grandpa consensus, which is part of Polkadot and Kusama Eco, but Aura is something new. Okay, so it will be implemented as a parachain of ChainX through the Spider cross-chain protocol. Okay, so keep this in mind. MiniXChain is going to be a parachain of ChainX, not of Polkadot. Okay, and ChainX wants to become a parachain of Polkadot. So think of it like a second layer parachain, like a parachain of a parachain. Now, MiniXChain will support the launch of applications such as digital identity and NFTs. Coming will be the first use case to deploy its decentralized digital identity and NFT applications to the MiniXChain Alliance chain, using mini points as a fee. Okay, so I think that with MiniXChain we're gonna have a token, either a token or a coin. It depends how it's gonna be created, if it gets created through blocks or if it's already pre-minted. If it's pre-minted, then it's a token. And yeah, I wonder if how you're gonna get mini tokens, if ChainX holders are gonna get them. I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe they're gonna think of some way to bring back the community together, because everyone was hyped up about the Sherpa X airdrop KSX, which we have not seen because Sherpa X were not part of the crowd loans, so they didn't compete. And until they compete and they actually win the bid, then we're not gonna see that airdrop, unfortunately. So the development progress: completed the decentralized digital identity seed. Seed is the user's digital identity in the coming chat. At present, more than 100,000 users have used seed to log in and use the coming chat. The design and implementation of C-Card NFT have been completed. At present, more than a dozen sets of NFTs have been issued. Users can sell NFTs to others through transactions, auctions, etc. And most users have shown a very strong interest. So again, if you are interested to find out more about Taproot, you can find the GitHub article here, the project, right? More about Schnorr signatures. Again, dig right in, right? So it's awesome, right? They're basically posting all the different implementations here within the different projects on GitHub. So yes, check these out if you are interested. Again, I'm going to post a link to this ChainX article in the description of this video, but again, you can get it if you follow them on Twitter. So next, let's talk about MoonRiver and see what they're up to, because I'm really hyped on MoonRiver. I have personally contributed the majority of my KSM for the MoonRiver crowd loan. I know some of you also did that. Most of you did it for Karura, and then you were out of KSM when it came to MoonRiver. But as I've covered in a previous video, I think that the reward ratio, the reward on investment ratio is much better with MoonRiver, and other people have thought the same. Hence why that other community member who wrote that article that I've covered in a video a while ago has said the same, and he's done the math. He's done the math to prove, look, MoonRiver has been the most profitable in terms of the based on their circulating supply and also the total supply, the reward that they're actually giving us for each one KSM. So that was definitely the most profitable, and I think that people are going to learn from that now, especially those that didn't take part in the MoonRiver crowd loan, or maybe didn't have enough KSM to take part in as much as they wanted, are likely gonna take part and go heavy within the for the moonbeam one, right? And I personally will do the same, right? If the MoonRiver one is going to be successful and the price is going to do well, I am going to be selling 30% of it for sure. My idea is to sell about 50% and then keep 50% and just hold it and see how things move, and then likely sell smaller batches in time. But yeah, definitely the 30% is definitely going to be sold. If it's going to be trading above $20, I'm still going to sell 30%, right? I hope it's going to be much higher than that, of course, but even $20 is still a good deal for me if we're not going to see higher prices. So yeah, the network launch status, let's talk about that. So governance is now enabled. Okay, this is the update here from the roadmap as part of the launch. So we have different phases, just like with Karura. So phase 0 was completed. As you can see here, phase 1 was completed on the 9th of July. Phase 2 is now completed because they just said that governance is now enabled. So you can see in phase 2, they're saying that once we're confident in the stability, we will use the pseudo key. And this is basically like think of it like the system administrator key, like the master key, which gives you the full access to the blockchain. Okay, so the pseudo key to issue a runtime upgrade and enable governance. Okay, so they are saying that governance is now enabled. Now, once they're happy with that, it goes into the next phase. So then they're going to remove the pseudo key or the super user key and hand over control to the network, to the token holder. So of course, you're going to have governance. You're going to be able to vote for proposals, okay, using your tokens. So you're going to be able to lock up those MOVR, even though they're vested. You're going to be able to lock them up because they're still going to be in your wallet. You just won't be able to transfer them out, right? You'll be able to transfer out 30% of them, but the rest of the 70% can be used to vote for proposals, just like with Karura. So yes, I'm looking forward to this next phase because this is basically towards the next step towards decentralization, right? That's the idea here. And then this is the important step for the users, of course, because once they do the full launch, balance transfers will be enabled, Ethereum virtual machine will be enabled. So yes, this is the focus for MoonRiver here. And we're going to be getting those rewards. So yes, I can't wait for that, of course. And I'm sure you can't wait either, because right after this, we're going to see the Kraken listing, I was going to say the Karura listing, because the names are quite similar and it's easy to confuse yourself, right? But yeah, we're going to see the Kraken listing for MoonRiver, and then we're going to see KuCoin list them and OKX list them as well, and probably MiniXChain as well. But the most important ones are Kraken and KuCoin, in my opinion, and then likely Binance, because remember, Binance have invested in Moonbeam and MoonRiver in Pure Stake, right? They've invested in Pure Stake, which is the project that has developed, which is basically the team that have been developing Moonbeam and MoonRiver, the two projects. So yes, and also Coinbase have invested in them, so two big projects. But I think that Binance are more likely to list them because they are investors in them. So yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video for the Polkadot Eco update. Again, I'm not going to be doing a Polkadot Eco update for a week, so I'll come back to you next week with a Polkadot Eco update. Hopefully we'll have some good news then, and maybe we're going to see some more progress across the board in the Polkadot ecosystem, which is never sleeping. It's constantly progressing, which is great to see. Hopefully we're going to get more news on when the Kusama parachain auctions are going to resume with the second batch, and likely when the Polkadot parachain auctions will begin, because they need to give people 28 days notice if they are staking, okay, to have enough time to unstake from the wallet and then to be able to bid that dot. That's the idea. So we'll get a 1 month notice, which means that we're likely not going to see this happen in August. It's likely going to be in September, because we're now at the end of July. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you tomorrow with an educational video, which I hope you'll find interesting. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.